Hey guys, Dan the Marketing Man here. Wanted to make this intro for the video. So this is Zane. He's one of our students right now. He's from Australia, so he's in the real estate niche, cold calling realtors, offering our marketing services, of course. So literally, he's been in our coaching program for 3 weeks. He closed somebody on his second day, but the sad part is he didn't have anything set up. Like his Stripe wasn't set up. His I think he was also not. He didn't have like DocuSign set up either, so he couldn't actually close him on that day. So we actually had to get everything set up so that he could do that. So I thought that was also funny. And then he literally got another person to close like a week and a half into the coaching. So I'm not saying that because I want people watching this to know that they can get quick results. But what I'm saying though is even if you're new, if you put in the time and effort, you can close deals. Okay, you don't have to be the best. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is Zane. Thanks for watching.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Let's do it. Yep.
here we go. Do you have a preferred name?
Azan, Zane, whatever you want. Zane is just my alias for when I call.
Okay, either way. So Zane, congrats on actually joining the coaching program that I got going on. Just in your own words, kind of talk to us a little bit about like what your experience is with SMMA sales, just anything related.
Yeah. So sales wise, I started sales right out of high school. I think it's 11, maybe 12 years now. So I've done it for a while. SMMA, I did give it a crack in 2018, but yeah, I just didn't push through with it. I kind of did it for like 6 months, not even 6 months, maybe 3 months. And then I realized you had to cold call, which as someone that did sales for so long, it wasn't like I just couldn't do it. And I just never closed clients. And then I kind of just put it in the back pocket. And then through there, did a bit of drop shipping, the e-commerce stuff that you see online, like Ty Lopez and all that fun stuff. But yeah, and then I came across your videos and kind of just watched the way you were doing things. I was very interested in SMMA again. I was in the process of starting it, but I just needed that kick. And then when I came across your YouTube channel, yeah, man, I felt like the thing it really resonated with me, the way you're saying things. Your sales experience, in terms of the way you were doing your calls and the transparency. When I was on the YouTube channel, I think everything you've got there is amazing. So yeah, when I saw it, I was yeah, and then we did the coaching call, and then I was pretty much ready 10 minutes in.
Yeah, and then with that said, like what problems were you having like when you're trying to do your agency, or like what problems were you having then that have now been solved by the coaching?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely booking appointments. I mean, yeah, I've had appointments every single day. I'm doing like three. I think the minimum I've done in a day was two, and that was yesterday. But even then, regardless, every day I'm doing 3 to 4 appointments. Busy, definitely busy since I've started with you, which I love. But honestly, the time's gone so fast, which is so good. Um, yeah, I've definitely gotten better at my calling. The morning coaching calls that we're doing is pretty amazing. And then the afternoon end of day calls as well, and just kind of just collecting myself. And just knowing the step. I mean, in terms of all the assets you've given me and the wisdom. Yeah, man, it's been pretty awesome. Yeah.
What was it? Was it like the second day where you were doing like a pitch and then like they wanted to actually close the deal? Like like were you starting to see results fast, or because I just
Yeah.
want to be very transparent with like the whole coaching thing. So like if there's any problems that you've had like during coaching, just kind of talk to us about like the obstacles that you may have encountered.
Yeah, so one of the things was the close. So yeah, we definitely had someone, ready to go. I think it was the second day of coaching. Um, and I honestly, I didn't think it would happen that fast. And a sticking point was definitely the close for me. It was being able to just kind of get up to that part and be like, I mean, the guy just said, "Yeah, let's do it," and I was just like, "Oh snap!" And I followed everything, your script, the whole thing. So when the guy was just like, "Yeah, let's do it," I was just like, "Oh, okay." And I kind of had like this shutdown moment where I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll send everything later." So, no, but you've that was one of the obstacles at the beginning. You definitely helped me with that. Yesterday was actually really good. So I didn't tell you this yet, but we got lockdown at the moment, so it's a little bit annoying in terms of Sydney. So I spoke to someone from Sydney. So no one's allowed to leave home unless you're like a superhero or something. So this person signed, like basically signed on, verbally signed on. They asked for all the information. They're like, okay, lockdown ends on this specific date. Let's pick it up. Call me. So they're on board, and I just did exactly what we went through during the close. And yeah, they're solid. They even signed the agreement, which I was meant to share with you. So that's
Right.
good.
And we've had problems with that too. Like I want to also address like problems that you've had maybe with the coaching, which again, maybe like, because again, it was only day two. Not even I was expecting you to close the deal, which I guess is a good thing. But you know,
Yeah,
we've gone over that now. You're pretty much good to go. You're using Stripe. I've never used it. I use Square, but still, like there were some roadblocks that we had to get through because we just did not expect that to happen so fast. So I thought that was really cool too that you were able to, you know, actually do that. And you've been doing, I think, like 2 to 4 meetings every single day, right? Like since you started.
yeah, every single day. And I honestly, I was expecting, if I'm being completely honest, meetings like, I don't know, maybe the third week in or something like that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I just yeah, it was just following everything that you told me to a T, no word of a lie. And then yeah, I've been busy. I love it. My calendar's booked for next week. I'm pumped. So it's good.
So what do you think
Good
was
problem
really
to have.
holding you back? Because I mean, you have
Oh,
experience.
hold
Like,
it
what
back.
was it? Like, what did
It
I
was
teach you that actually got you to, you know?
oh right. Yeah, it was it was honestly it was kind of believing that I could do it. I'll be honest, from far when I was kind of looking at it, I was like, oh no, it's just like I don't know, is it the real thing? This, that, this, that. So kind of just I think the baby steps every day that we did. For me personally, a big obstacle, if I'm being completely transparent, was like I didn't think I could kind of like get that first appointment, and then I didn't think I could honestly get that far into a meeting, um, get the payment processes ready to go, like we did with the Stripe stuff, getting the agreement ready to go. Like I didn't think I could do honestly all those steps, um, and I definitely thought it would take forever to do. Like I just don't know why I thought that. So there were definitely obstacles. So I mean, yeah, I definitely even just yeah with the closes and things like that, I definitely had my own obstacles. Um, I didn't know how I was going to close them. I didn't know how to kind of end a conversation. I didn't know how to do the payment side of things, get them to commit to paying me. Um, and even honestly, just scheduling the calls when we were cold calling, it doesn't get easier. I mean, I've been doing it for so long, right? So it does not get easier. But every time I pick up the phone, and being able to convince them to actually go, hey, yeah, look, this sounds super interesting. Let's book a call. And that was, yeah, definitely an obstacle for me from honestly picking up the phone to booking the appointments. And yeah, they've been obstacles and now they're much better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people are scared of the phone and they just don't realize like the power of it. You know, once you can get on the phone and make money today, you that's the best job security there is. You know, you never have to worry about where's my next deal going to come from because if you
Mm.
have that skill, you can get on the phone and make money. You know, and that's the most important thing. So, yeah, I'm just really happy that you know you've had results. And I don't want to lie to anybody watching this video, but you know, if you're doing this well, there's a reason. You know, you've had sales experience, you're putting the time in to commit to actually doing cold calls, getting better. And by the way, everybody watching this video, he's recording every single one of his calls and he's listening to them because we do that together on our coaching. Every single day, he's listening back to the calls. And the best part, I don't even have to train him because when he listens to the call, he already knows what he can do to improve. And that's what you guys should be doing too, also with your sales calls. You know, listen back to them, study. So you know, there's 3 things that you really need when you're doing cold call. Which number one is trust, right? You do that why like having a real conversation with them, you know, having a script in front of you, knowing what you're really saying builds trust. So trust, value, and urgency are the 3 things that you need. So if you just focus on one of 3 of those departments every single day for like a week straight, you know, you can get results pretty quickly, but you got to be dedicated. So yeah, I was just really happy that, you know, you have been sticking to it every single day we get on the call. We talk about like what's going on, and again, you know, day 2, you already had an appointment booked and you closed one. You know, someone was already interested and ready to pull the trigger. So, you know, congrats on that. So,
Yeah, no, it's all thanks to you, man. Honestly, and I'm not just saying that. Genuinely, I think those, like you said, those daily uh morning chats that we would have and kind of just going through everything in detail about being able to know where we went wrong, listen to those voice calls, Building a strategy, I think that's so important, setting up a strategy in the morning, which I'm one of those guys that rolls out and it's kind of like, you know what, today feels like I'll call or whatever it is. So the fact that you're always there to kind of, and you are still there to always kind of put me set up for the entire day, have a certain outcome, certain goal. And if I don't hit it the next morning, then we're going to talk about it. So I think that's, yeah, invaluable. That's really good that we do that.
For sure. And then I also wanted to get feedback on the coaching program in general. Like, what else do you think about the program? Like, what could we have done better, or what do you feel like I could even add on that you didn't see?
Um, Honestly, and I'm not even pausing for dramatic effect because I can't think of anything. I genuinely like it's, dude. It's actually been really good. I mean, at the beginning, um, I was a bit like, I mean, I've always been like, I think that's anyone, right? They'll be a bit like, oh, did I just invest in something good? Did I invest in something bad? Like, that's just genuine. Um, but you're like, and I think you're very certain at the beginning, which is very good. Like, I'm really picking straws here and trying hard. So at the first meeting, we were kind of like talking. You're like, yeah, yeah, do this, and I was like, that it was just the first day actually, and I was like, okay, cool. Is it that easy? No, it can't be that easy. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what he says to do, and I'm not gonna make any excuses in my head, whatever it was. And I did it, and then yeah, I had those appointments the next day, and I was like, okay, no, he's cool. So no, honestly, I don't know, nothing. I'm not even being probably if I think later and I come back with something, but I mean, you seem to know what you're doing. You do know what you're doing.
For sure. And then I don't think actually I can't remember what your ratios are. I don't have them in front of me, but like out of 10 calls, how many would you say you can convert into an appointment? Out of 10 people that answer?
Um, this is gonna go against every sales average, but man, I'm honestly doing like within that, I'll do like 4 appointments. Like if I'm really in like that zone, that sales zone, that flow state, and I'm hitting it, honestly 6. Like I know that sounds crazy, and any proper sales dude listening to me right now will be like, he's full of it. But no, genuinely, yeah, right, 4 to 6 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's just amazing. I haven't actually tested what we do in another country. So this is like a pretty cool way to, test it
Yeah.
out, I guess. So I don't know if people in Australia are, maybe they have a different approach completely, or I don't know what the case is, but I mean, it worked very well for you. I was very surprised. Like I said, I wasn't expecting you to get that far on day 2, but hey, I mean, I'm glad you did. And then with that said, do you have any like closing comments that you want to make about the coaching or anything in general that you want to just say to anybody maybe watching this video or who was in your position?
Do it. Honestly, if you're thinking about doing SMMA, I genuinely mean this. I'm not even just saying it. Um, and look, you're like genuinely having a bit of hesitancy towards getting the ball rolling, or you haven't booked appointments or anything like that. Getting a coach, like honestly, and it's like, and you've got it on YouTube. You're completely transparent with everything that you say, which is amazing help and value. And that's what drew me in at the beginning. If I'm being completely honest, it's seeing what you're putting out. You're honest. The calls that you're making. One of the ones that I really loved was the rejections one. So you made a couple appointments, but you're ticking your rejections in it. Um, and I've watched so many videos online, so many different dudes, and that one resonated with me because I'm like, dude, it's like unfiltered. You're not editing this out. You're putting it in there. I think one of the guys was a bit like hung up on you, which that's sales, right? That's the truth of it. Um, if you're thinking of doing it, honestly, it's 2 weeks in, and I'm so excited about 2 more weeks and seeing where I go. Just do it. To anyone watching, straight up, do it, do it, do it.
Well, I appreciate that. And thank you very much for actually hopping on this interview and doing this with me. I just want to show people like it's really not as hard as it may seem. If you're dedicated, you put in the time and you're actually studying, really it takes like what, 2 hours a day to do, and you can do outreach, set appointments for yourself and close deals. I mean, I've said it time and time again. I've showed actual case studies where like the first month where I was making calls, I think I was on the phone for 20 hours that entire month. So, it's like an hour a day, Monday through Friday, and you can get to 6 figures a day. It is possible if you put in the time and really focus on your skill. So again, thank you very much for doing the interview.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, for sure. And then I'll stop it right there. Cool.